Yeah, that body's a blessing, girl. I ain't trying to pressure her. She messed with the temperature.
Hi guys, how you doing? So today let's talk about strategy. I know you guys want to pass with 75 or 85 questions if you're in the LPN program, and I get that. You know, trust me, I wanted to pass with 75 questions, and I did. But I know a lot of people who didn't, and that's all right too. You know, like at the end of the day, it matters only if you pass. It doesn't really matter with how many questions you do it, as long as you pass. But let's be realistic. We're studying nursing, aren't we? And nursing is hard and difficult, isn't it? Then why do we expect to pass such a difficult exam like Nclex with a minimum number of questions? You know, I think it's not the best tactic, but it's not the best like mentality to have. That's why I tell my friends and that you have to expect 265 questions, and you have to study for 265 questions, because if you expect 75 questions and you get more than 75 questions, you'll be stressed, you know, you will panic, and at the end of the day you probably will fail. Probably, not saying that you will, but there's high chance that you will fail. So in order for that not to happen, I highly recommend you to study for 265 questions, expect 265 questions. So because I did. I remember when I was studying, I made this little system. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. If you can't, that's all right. I will leave this in the description down below, so make sure to check it. All right, guys. So let me tell you a little bit more about the system. It's more like a breakdown rather than a system, but let's call it a system. Okay, so it starts with number of questions. Okay, so you see 75, 65, 65 and 60 questions, and you have to spend, as you can see there, on 75 questions you spend 100 minutes, on 65 questions you spend 85 minutes, and on 60 questions you spend 60 minutes. And at the middle you see break times. Yeah, you can take 10 minutes break if you want, and on the right side you can see 420, 410, 245, etc. I made this system, guys, so I could manage my time, I could manage my test, because sometimes I would feel kind of overwhelmed by the number of questions, because let's say at the beginning I would do like 200 questions, and it was a lot for me at the beginning. But because I wouldn't take breaks, I would barely manage to finish all the questions. You know, I would run out of time, and just was awful. Yeah, so when I made this system, and it was very helpful. It was very helpful. I would take breaks, my brain would rest. Yeah, and just my overall my results went just high. So do you have to use this table? It's really up to you. So if I were you, I would try to use it and see if it works for you or not, because at the end of the day, I'm here, guys, to empower you. I showed you this, so maybe you could come up with your own system or breakdown. So because I know that it doesn't really matter whatever exam you take, 30% of your success is directly related to what kind of strategy do you use. 30%, and that's a big chunk of your mark. So try this out. Set up your timer for 6 hours and use the system, 265 questions. I would highly recommend go to a secluded, not maybe secluded, go to the library, to a quiet place and do question there, so you could get used to this feeling of quietness, and to this feeling to go to unfamiliar for you place, because it also, like, when you go somewhere that you never been to and you sit down, start doing questions, you feel a bit uneasy, I would say. Yeah, so just try to mimic that exam day as much as possible, because it will really help you. Yeah, I've done this system and 6 hours in like 8-9 libraries. Like every time I go to a new library, and I would sit down for 6 hours and I would do like 265 questions. It sounds ridiculous, but yeah, at the end of the day, like when I remember like that Nclex day, when I went there, I didn't really feel stressed. I was really calm. I was joking around with Pearson's workers, or whatever they're called. Yeah, so like I didn't really feel stressed, or like at all, because at the end of the day, it works, guys. When you study for 265 questions, you know that you're not gonna get 300 questions. Maximum that you'll get 265 questions, and you are ready for 265 questions. So yeah, so I would highly recommend go to the library, go to the place where no one will bother you. If you decide to do this practice exam or mimic Nclex at home, tell your boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, husband, wife, parents, raccoon, cat, dog, not to bother you for the next 6 hours. And yeah, sit down, focus, do it, and you'll be all right. Yeah, so that's all for now. If you like this video, like it, subscribe it. You can share it with your friends, with your family, with your cat, dogs, raccoons, with whoever you want. And I'll see you next time. Take care, guys.